It's definitely not a thanks for watching moment. Goodness gracious. I was lazy. What's up, stream? I was trying to scarf down the last few bites of dinner. Okay, so I am going to continue on with some profit runs, some making money. So if you have any questions, feel free to throw them my way. To give you an update on map guides and other actual videos, I'm spending an hour a day on my research for reserves, so actual like in-game research. Spending time going through the process, and there's a lot, so it's going to take a bit, but I am actively working on it. I'm managing to find time for it, which is great. I'm getting ahead on my school studies, and that's going to allow me to direct more time where I need to. And so I also have a like a formalized version of one of these profit runs. I go through every point in the that I make about best practices, strategies to employ, and then it's got the mini map and everything. I just have to edit the audio for that one. Basically, refine the voiceover. So I'm planning to work on that a couple hours here pretty soon, and I should have some more like actual like video content instead of just live content. That's what we're doing. Oh yeah. What's up? It's Tuesday. Yeah, this is going to be a fun week for me. So we just got back into school. I had a week off, which we call reading break here. I'm already getting ahead on my assignments, so it feels nice to be in a good spot. It means that I'm going to be able to allocate a little more time to this hobby and then to some other stuff too. Except I've been lazy on the workouts. Slacking. Happens to the best of us, right? So I'm just going to hop into a scav run here pretty quick, and we'll see how it goes. So the main like point of these scav runs is to showcase profit strategies in order to make money, wanting to simplify the new player experience and make it easy for people to get into Tarkov, because I know and understand how hard it can be. And I'm hoping to really show you how you can get over that like hurdle that is Tarkov. And if you're looking at a budget setup for gear, this is actually it right here, pretty much. So this is a like slightly upgraded version. If you can imagine this, we can get rid of this piece here, but these parts are pretty close. So this gets to be my budget weapon, the RPK, when I have access to, I think the important part is this right here, which comes from, I guess, Peacekeeper and Skier. I think Peacekeeper is like higher level, but I'm not sure what level Skier is. Maybe I can figure this out real quick. And I like showing this stuff too, because I think like knowing what kind of like fun and good weapons you can use later on is going to be helpful. So it looks like this is Skier level 3. Where are you? Did I just miss it on the other one? It's not Skier level 4, is it? No. It's not Skier level 1. I don't think it's Skier level 2. Maybe if we filter. Where are you, rubber butt pad? I don't even see it. Oh, there it is. Okay. So Skier level 3. Let's see where Peacekeeper gives it. You got this too, buddy. Where are you? It's not there. Not on level 2. It is on level 3, I think. Yeah. Yeah, okay, so this is perfect. So Skier, or Peacekeeper, you get it at level 18. So this is, you know, your mid-tier level weapon, but I still think this is, like, it's such a great tasking weapon. You could just have the, like, the standard muzzle device that comes with the gun. The reason why I choose this stock, and actually what I've done, if I come to my flea market, have a quick look at my wish list, which is nuts. There's a reason. You'll see that I have a bunch of handguards there. Where are the stocks? I think I took them off, actually. So these stocks end up being quite cheap on the flea market. As we can see here, it's 11,000. There's like 4 different colors. The same thing with these other grips, or sorry, 4 grips. So these are totally reasonable to buy and upgrade your weapon with, and you're going to get a pretty significant bonus if you use the stock and the butt pad. And let's see here. I think maybe Peacekeeper 3 probably has these things for sale. Yeah, he does. So that's like, you know, level 18, you can make a really good RPK. Level 18 actually has this grip too, which I use. So -2 +7. And then you've got the, you know, this combo right here. So that's 30%. And then the rubber butt pad gives you another 3%. And like all in all, the upgrades, you know, makes my gun, let's see, 50k plus like 10, 10, and 5. So we're at 75k. I think like having a budget weapon around 75k without optic, so you're getting to that 100k range. Like that's a good amount to spend on like the gun for how effective it can be. And then yeah, if you spend a little bit extra and you get something like this muzzle brake you don't unlock until later. We're down to 58 recoil. And so this gun like handles and plays really, really well. And I just put a cheap optic on it. You know, my preferred optic is the EOTech. Might even have one around here, but yeah, this gun's great. And it comes with all the guides and everything that you need for flashlights on the side. So they're easy to throw on too. So I'll use this if I end up doing a PMC run. Actually, no, I have to do a task, so I'm going to probably do that. So I'm going to do a scav run, and then I'm going to do one of my task runs, which is coincidentally back on customs, and I'm going to be using an AK-74SU. So let's get into it. Scav for the day. I'm trying to differentiate too the different streams, so you'll actually be able to see, you know, I'm taking a picture of the scav that I'll be using for them ahead of time, and you know, putting those on a different thumbnail each time. So there should be, like, if you're following the series, you're enjoying it, you're finding you're getting something out of it, and you want to make sure that you're only watching like the newest one after you've watched them all, you should be able to figure that out with the thumbnails. I'm hoping. I got some feedback from a friend. He's like, dude, make your thumbnails more original. And, you know, takes me about 10 minutes or so. Yo, what's up, Finn? Everything is going well, man. How are you? I'm doing good, dude. Like I said, school's going well. I've been getting back good marks. I had a really big hand in that I did for Monday, which was an essay that was worth 20% of my mark for my English class. And I really liked how it came out. I've always been fluent in like the higher level of English, at least from a practice standpoint, but not academically trained. And so now getting to practice and getting formalized support when it comes to the, you know, the ability for me to express myself in the academic format, I'm definitely enjoying the process, and I feel like it'll only amplify my enjoyment of written and spoken language. I'm always envious of people that speak multiple languages. People that put in the time anyways. I don't think it's like outside of anyone's ability to learn a second language. It's just a matter of interest, and then maybe influence. Probably a big one on influence. Because, like, you know, if I want to learn another language, I'm never going to be speaking it. What's the point? So necessities, I guess, another marker there. So first thing I do on my scav runs, if you're new to this whole live series here, I'm gonna walk you through my whole like process, my thought process, what I figure out what I do at the beginning in order to create the most amount of success. So first, I get myself situated. I want to figure out what my character's working with. So I you know, check my ammo, Control T or Shift T or whatever you've bound yours to. I made mine just plain T, which I like. We believe that's an NPC scav, or I believe, not sure. So I've got myself situated. I know what ammo I have, and this is important. If you're a beginner, you would want to check your ammo against something like No Food After Midnight, his ammo chart. And actually, maybe I'll check what time it is. I got 10 minutes. I'll go through NoFam's ammo chart after this, as long as I remember. So hopefully I do. So I can check my extracts. Passage between rocks and crossroads is perfect. I'm going to note that I have a labs key card on me. Awesome. So that's obviously exceptional loot, but we'll still go about everything anyway. All right. Oh yeah, and I always like to know what kind of space I'm working with. So I got a rig and a small bag. If I find the opportunity to get a bigger bag, I will. And we're gonna like book it to all of the different recognize this dude as a player scav. Wanted to take him down quick. Oh, he's a bank robber. I thought it was something bigger. So obviously I had to take like really quick action there. I'm just going to filter through his stuff, see what we got. He's got some BS rounds. Awesome. He's got a teapot. Cool. Control clicking as much as I can. Got armor, face mask. Got a Nesmarch, which is awesome. A little more of those. Some roubles, cool. And I'm going to get rid of the gray handle knife. Grab the other one. So he obviously got this container. In order to... Oh, I just saw some loot on the ground, so this is probably all looted. That's okay, though. In order to do a run in 10 minutes, you really do need to know the areas that you're planning on going to. You can't really be wishy-washy about them all. You don't have the time for that. So if you're still learning and you find that you're getting into all these scav raids or you're like, oh, I don't have enough time to make profit, 10 minutes is more than enough. In 10 minutes, you can absolutely make, you know, the 400K that I'm advertising. But you do need to, like, you need to have it all memorized. So take the time, go into some offline raids, and learn the locations, reinforce them while you're here. So, you know, you'll lose out on a bit of income in the beginning, but you'll definitely be able to make good money, you know, with like very few exceptions. Like, let's say I spawned on the opposite side of the map. Do I think I could still loot everything and get to the extract in time? I think so, with 10 minutes. You know, I'm definitely pushing it. So I rely heavily on my speed of looting. So I need to, you know, really be using those control clicks, alt clicks. I need to know my shortest path to get to all of the different places that I want to go to. Oh, I must have dropped a mag. Okay. That's all right. Normally in this situation, because I have BS rounds, which is an upgrade to PS rounds, I would normally top load those in my mag, but because I have such limited time, and I don't think I'm going to fight that many people, I'm actually just going to do this. So we see some better armor on here. I actually recognize this armor. It's the kind of armor that I like to find and run. It's one of my budget recommendations. I don't run this armor anymore, like, unless I'm showcasing a budget run, but this is the stuff that I recommend for any new player that's looking to, like, keep their costs low. I'm going to start putting stuff that's of higher value into the container that I don't want to go in and out of. And I'm just going to do that at each one of these containers that I get to. So this is a good run from the sense that, like, a lot of our containers are hit already, so we'll see how well I can do. I'm going to try and, like, ignore the key card because that makes the run exceptional no matter what. But, you know, we've got a teapot. I've got these BS rounds, so this is looking pretty good in here. Got a helmet, meds, more ammo. Awesome. I don't like to run through that gate. I've gotten blasted a bunch of different times. And usually someone's sitting like right here, just waiting. So you can see we have 5 minutes and 30 seconds. I'm not worried at all about getting to my extract and still hitting a whole bunch of these caches. I'm just going to keep bringing this up in case I want to slide something else of higher value in here. In fact, I'm going to put this ammo in. I'm going to do that there, grab this. We got more BS rounds, so we can just add them into the stack. I'm going to get rid of this and grab one of the aramid. It's actually quite possible that Rashala's goons are there. I don't know. I was trying to listen for it. We don't really need that area, though. So because my extract is passage between rocks, which is that way, I wanna like hit all my spots and like loot towards it. So I'm gonna run the furthest away that I think I can make all the way back, or the furthest away that I believe I can, you know, get all the way back to my extract. And I want to hit these caches over here. I think 4.5 minutes is enough. You notice that I haven't even taken time to like hotkey my new med that I found, whatever. Like I'm just going quick. So shots over by the gas station. My theory might be right. If I had a little bit more time, like maybe I got to the gas station and I had 10 minutes left, I might actually try and fight Rashala if he is there. Because this gun I would feel confident fighting the boys with. So I'm going to open up this. See what I need to do in terms of organization. I'm going to get rid of the flat dollars. It's not 10k a square. Just get rid of that. We have another weapon here. It's a 5.56 weapon, which I think is actually worth more than my 74M. So I'm just going to get rid of it, even though this would be my, you know, functional weapon for like if I need it. I don't think that we will, though. And I might have just made a mistake there in terms of weapon value, but I think we're all right. Bottle of water. Toolbox. I'm gonna start getting rid of my my items that are worth much less. Like, what are you? I think that's actually worth a bit. So I'll get rid of my meds if I need the space. And you saw that I got rid of my mag. I don't have a weapon for it, but I would actually do that on my scav later on in the raid if I'm trying to min-max my space. The only exception would be is if you don't have access to those components, you might value them more. And so you would keep the mag. So someone's been here. We'll just move on. Starting to really believe that Rashala is down there. Doesn't matter, it's nice to understand. So that's a full auto AK that we hear. It's heading up top. That rock right there. So right across from the rock is this cache. We're just hoping that some of these haven't been hit. Grab the screws. Don't remember how much this stuff's worth, but you know we're gonna take a little gamble here and get rid of that. We're gonna grab the chlorine. I don't know. Can't remember if chlorine or paper is actually worth a little bit. Someone's trying to fight Rashala's guards. Like I don't know how they're gonna get out of the raid. So this is looted, but we'll grab that. I know that the Esmarch is worth just under 2,000, and those pliers are worth around 7. So, slight upgrade. And thankfully this one wasn't hit yet. So we'll get rid of that. We're going to wear the glasses. And nothing else. I'll get rid of the bandages for the BT rounds. Paper's going high. Dang. Oh, I have a minute 23. Do I go? I think it's enough time. Let me in. Yeah, more than enough time. Oh yeah, due to making filters. Thanks, Carlos. What's up, Taylor? How you guys doing? This is our last cache right next to our extract. And see, like I moved around the map a little bit, and I still have time. Get rid of the mag, and then repellents. Nah, I think we did a good job here. So I'm just gonna put this down here, put that there, because I want us to see 550,000 on our character before the key card. And then with the key card, it says 650. So I'm looking at the total cost of items in stash, and that gives you what's on your character when you're in the raid. When you're out of the raid, it like actually counts your stash. When you're in the raid, it just counts what's on your character. Oh, and the intel craft. Okay. I'm doing good, Taylor. Thanks for asking, dude. I've been just motoring along this week. I've been trying to get my this is just like a bit of a personal thing, but I've been trying to get my pull-ups, my reps up for pull-ups, and so far I'm up to 7, which is cool because in, I guess it was August, I started doing home workouts. I couldn't do 1, and so now being able to do 7, like slow, controlled kind of thing, feels good. I never stayed with working out for more than like 3 months at a time. You know, work got in the way before. I did a lot of traveling with work when I was, and you know, earlier in my career, and so I would always just let stuff get in the way, dude. Why do I need this? Oh, do I actually have this for the mechanic task? That's funny. Maybe I should keep it. What was it worth though? Curiously. Okay, so I did make the right choice. The other one was the AK-74M, and this was, so in general, I think the 5.56 AKs are worth more than the 5.45 ones. So if you were trying to decide like which one should I take, if you're just planning on selling them, then this is the right way. Yeah, you can check that, Carlos. It gives you an approximate value. It gives you an idea, right? I try and check it at the end of every one of my runs. So I'm just going to sell off some of my stuff. So you can see here I'm wearing... You know, I'm wearing this guy. Actually, what I might do is just wear this one, repair it. I'm just going to sell this one to Ragman. I'm not worried about the amount that I'm losing there. And then I'm going to do a raid. I'm going to try and set this up as quick as I can so I'm not wasting any time just managing my inventory. I think I'll take this guy right here. Yep, get you. So I need my AK. Do I have a baby AK? I do. My stash is getting a little bit hairy here. It's not good. Old stock. Yeah. Okay. We're looking better. I will take my AK. So I'm trying to slowly work on my tasks. The one that I'm working on right now is called Punisher Part 3. I gotta get 25 scav kills on custom. So I'm just gonna do like a similar run to what I did there, but I'm gonna try and whack some guys as I come across them. I'm gonna take them down. Get rid of you. Don't need to bring that. Actually, I might bring one drink. Excuse me. Grab a few mags. I always grab a dummy mag now, so this is like kind of where I'm at. So if I'm running a budget run, which is like this stuff right here, that's all cool. And then I always bring like a dummy mag, so this has just got some PS rounds in it. That way, if I do run, like if I'm fighting Rashal or something, and I need like a bunch of extra ammo, then I have some just for fighting scavs. And it's something I've been doing lately, because what most people end up doing is they'll just bring like 2 stacks of their expensive ammo, right? And for me, I want to bring some stuff that I can waste if I need to, and then if I don't use this ammo, then I actually I've been crafting it into blue powders. So I got all of those things. I'm gonna bring a whole bunch of piecemeal meds. I think what I got going on here. Yeah. Grab some nades. So we need nade kills. Got some Vogs. Thanks to whoever gave those to me. And I think that's good. Gun. Lots of mags. Extra ammo. What am I missing here? Vaseline. We gotta get the Vaseline. It protects us. Just rub some on your bullet wounds. No problem. Yeah, that's good. I think I have a partially used one in here. That's the one. And we're just gonna stay meted right up the whole time. Wait, this is good. So this is, yeah, this is like closer to my budget run that I would normally do, like my tasking gear. I'm only using the TV rig because I have one and I don't feel like selling it and buying the other one. But my preferred tasking rig now, if I'm doing like a lower budget, would be, it's actually available at tier 2 Ragman. I think, maybe, no, maybe not, tier 3. Yep. Nope. Yep. This right here. So this actually just got changed. The barter, it was for Aquamari, and then that was it. Now they've added in the Kvass. This is a great rig. It's got 65 armor points, made of armored steel, which means that it does repair well, but it's expensive. And then yeah, it's huge. It's a huge rig. So in terms of an armored rig, it doesn't get much better. But the last two that I used, they both got taken. So I mean, there is that. These TV rigs I get back fairly often. The heavier the rig, it seems like the better off you are. So I think I'm good here. I kind of should be taking a Triton, or not a Triton, a bigger backpack. Do I have the space to do this? No, I don't. Whatever. Win some, you lose some. Let's go. So yeah, that's like, you know, the nuts and bolts of the scav runs that I end up doing. And I was saying to somebody that they're easy if you've practiced. What am I doing here? They're easy if you've practiced the locations that you're going to beforehand. If you get stuck on a 10-minute raid and you don't know the map very well, and you're like, you know, taking some time coming around. Do I have a light on this gun? Then that'll suck. Yeah, I do. Okay, cool. Let's go do it. Carlos, that's my weakness there. How to express myself on a piece of paper. I used to be really good at, well, I mean, for my like age and whatnot when I was younger, because I was always interested in English. But now, man, like at the higher like academic level, there's just so much structure and the finesse, the nuance that goes into academic writing. It's, you know, like anything, as long as you practice, you will get better. It is an acquired skill. And then you asked Carlos, does that take into consideration of flea market prices? I don't know. So one example that we could use there was that my worth went up by about 150k when I picked up the key card, the labs key card. So that might just mean the trader prices, but there might be some flea market averaging going on in there. I'm not 100% sure. An easy way to tell would be if you'd picked up a graphics card. Does your value go up to 1.2 mil, or is it just go up 100 and something K? My theory or my belief is that it does the trader thing, but like, I don't know. Sometimes the number seems quite big. So not sure. It might be not the sale value. It might be the like something closer to the purchase value or like the minimum trade value. I think that it is a pretty like close estimate to the profit amount. And managing your inventory is part of the fun. I think I actually enjoy it because I find like the whole inventory management thing kind of peaceful. Was it you, Finn, that I was talking to, or no, someone I was talking to about their stash in the Discord? What are my thoughts on the changes they made for the barters and prices? I think it's important for them to continue looking at the different barters that they add. So like what they did was they added a whole bunch of new barters, and then they get some data on like how much are people using something, is something maybe too cheap for the value. And so I think that if things are like used in excess, they're like, all right, we're gonna raise the price a little bit. And so they've constantly been trying to raise the costs of everything to make the game a little bit more, not exclusive, but like harder, right? And Sorry for the like simplified version of that, just harder, but like we don't want everything to be super easy attainable, like super easy cheap. And the hideout I don't think is supposed to just be like a pure profit earner. But right now everything is found in raid when it comes out of the hideout. So I don't know. Like maybe the solution for the hideout is to make the items that you craft available for trader tasks. But not available to be sold on the flea market. Okay, so we might end up in a fight here right away. There's a spawn right in front of me and there's a spawn behind me. The spawn behind me doesn't usually run up the hill. They usually go to the dorms. So if you're trying to figure out how to play a little more consistently, specifically on your PMC, I can kind of break down my approach on these, especially at the beginning. So one of the important parts is knowing where can you expect people from, and then so like I said that there was a spawn in front of me, and there's also a spawn behind me, and most people that spawn behind me that know the map, they immediately beeline to the dorms. Doesn't mean that people can't come up here, but it's very unlikely. So I'd say like, you know, less than 10% chance someone comes up here. That being said, someone might wait down by the train to ambush the player that spawns where I am. So if I'd gone down the hill immediately to go towards dorms, I have to know that there can be a player hiding in wait and waiting for me. And then the whole purpose of me... Oh yeah, I was going to show NoFam's ammo guide. The whole purpose of me waiting here for a moment is that I know that if there is a player close by, he would have transitioned up here already. So I would have heard him, I would have seen him. So he's not coming this way. If there is anyone on this side, they would have gone towards the tower over there. And then you'll notice that I'm always trying to be ready when I come around new angles, new corners. So there could be someone up here. If you were trying to play it safer, I would recommend not coming up to this spot right away. Thought I heard somebody. I'm like uber paranoid with sounds now. I put the gun on my person and then discarded it just so that I would get the experience of looting it. By the way, let me know how the video quality is while I'm up here in the trees and whatnot. I got some feedback about the like pixelization that happens whenever you're around a lot of foliage. It's just something that's kind of brutal about Tarkov. So if you guys have any comments about that, let me know. I upped the bitrate on the stream to try and make that better, which I think can like hamper the experience for people with poor connections. If the stream has a really high bitrate and you have a bad connection, you'll often get the like loading symbol, which is no bueno. So my gun's not very effective at range. I'm going to have to tap fire it if I want to fight anybody over like 50 meters or so. I'm hearing the craziest sounds. What we got in here? Drill. Cool. Bleach. Oh, milk. We like milk. I'll grab a bandage just because they're useful. So you'll notice that I don't fill up my bag at the beginning. I would classify that as a mistake. Anything is better than nothing when it comes to filling up your squares, but I'm being picky. As a new player, I would suggest that you just take everything and then, you know, sift through your loot, discard stuff as you go. And by the way, if you don't have discard, rebound to something that's convenient for you to press. Like I know some people rebind theirs to Y, which is a Pastilli recommendation. I don't think that's the right play. You can certainly move your hand over to Y, but you can't do it without like looking or potentially hitting something different unless you're just that good. Which you could be. But for me, my recommendation is that you have it on something that you can press with your thumb. There's a whole bunch of like keybinds that you might want to have on a thumb button. So you could have a thumb button on your mouse, you could have a thumb button on your keyboard. There's a couple different ways you can go about it. Uh-oh. Gotta be careful here. And my frames are looking kind of weird, so I'm gonna try and fix that. So if the game was looking choppy, I'm hopefully gonna be able to make it look a little bit better anyway. I should grab that BP ammo. Oh, I'm playing on borderless. Blech. Okay. I knew I would forget to change that. I'm playing on borderless when I'm doing my research. Don't know where the scav is. So higher value loot, I'll typically put at the bottom. Functional stuff, keep at the top. I don't think the relay is even worth that much. I don't know. Things are getting weird right now with the prices. So there is a guy on the other side. Oh, that's way smoother for me. But yeah, what are your thoughts on the trader changes there, Carlos? And anyone else that wants to chime in? What do you guys think? So obviously shared my opinion, which is just that. It's just an opinion. Oh no, someone was here. It's 25. Oh no, it's 30. One thing that I really like about the like a cash looting strategy is you almost always find food and drinks. For that reason alone, I would say learn like where all the caches are, and even if you don't make your run about doing caches, then you can just hit the ones that you get close to. Really good for finding all of the like streamer loot too if you're trying to go for Kappa. Trying to decide where I want to go here. Annoyed about the scav vest because you're on Punisher Part 4. Yeah, I was thinking about that, man. And that's a lot of people's gripe though, like because it used to be purchasable, right? So now you'd have to like take one out of the raid on your scav, which you probably scav in with. So if there's someone in that building, he knows exactly where I am right now. And we're just gonna double loot this one, because why not? And yeah, it does make it more expensive for sure. My search skill up to level 9 on an empty case. Well, there we go. There's was wondering about that. If there's nothing in there, do you still get search skill? So many people have like 30, 40, 50 search skill already. Trying to get a little audio info. Well, well, well. This is how you hide a helmet. Not that I need any more of these stupid things. This guy's out where I was planning on going. Sounds like a shotgun. Or something. Man. Can hear him on wood. Guess our VOG didn't reach that one dude. I don't think so anyway. I want to go over to gas station. I'm trying to find scavs, but looks like someone else out there is trying to find scavs too. Might just have to go for Shala. It is an interesting change, the Scab Vest one. But I suppose, like, if you play a if you play your Scav, like, you'll probably come out of the raid with one. That guy's still going. I like this little spot down here. It's a good place to upgrade your ammo on your Scav. It's also a good place to die. Gotten trapped down here a couple of times. What we got? He's mine. Space could be used to sell for flea markets. True, it's true, but like, so a scav vest, if you have it in your backpack, won't take up any more space than it provides. So if you have a 3x4 vest in a scav backpack, you could definitely fit. Oh, someone's been all through here. You could definitely fit the scav vest in the additional slots too, without any loss in space. So, you know, like if I had like a Triton right here, and then I could fit the scav vest in this spot, so that'd be worth. Crazy how the economy changed after the update. Yeah, dude, like that happens all the time. You'll have something that's like worth nothing one day and worth so much the next. There's some bad mans in the area here. Found the bad mans. That's what running does, you know? And like that guy's running in an area where you should run. Now we need the bad man's as friend. Oh, he just died. Gotcha. The bad man's and his friend. And his other friend. How many bad mans are there? I don't want to kill PMCs, I want to kill scavs. At least Carlos, with the you know, the increase in cost for all this stuff, like you're well equipped now to know how to make the money that this stuff, like, it's an inconvenience, but it don't matter to you. You know, like, yeah, some of these new costs kind of suck, but like, keep on meted. Med up. Alright, now we go check them all out. I think that's it. I didn't know there was a third. I mean, there could still be a fourth. We'll find out. Level 9. Sorry, bruh. Sorry, not sorry. I need your ammo. You don't have any. Okay. This is gonna be my little spot. In fact, I think one of them is gonna have a backpack. Press armor. Respect. Machetes. I don't know about the M700 though. It's having a rough go. Don't worry, bro. You'll get all your stuff back. I'm gonna come back for the rig. So I throw the ammo on the ground so that someone can't use it against me. This was the most geared player of the three. Didn't have much. Level 2. What a bully. Bolts. That's what we're talking about. More bolts. Whatever that guy said. Oh, what? You sneaky bugger. No wonder he didn't have a backpack. Oh, no. Wonder if he was trying to do the task. Huh. Don't mind if I do. I'm quite parched. Okay. This is where we wanted to be. I'm gonna take that. Oh yeah, I want the Triton. The Triton was on the guy on the inside. Blech. I want the Triton because it's found in raid. Not that it really matters. Commando's lighter. I can decide which I want. Okay. Maybe we'll take the Commando. I think it might sell for more just initially. Make sure my mags are all good. 3 bolts. Oh, you guys are so nice to me. Get rid of you. I can assume that his ammo's that. We got some food. Excellent. Start organizing this. And M61 ammo. That's nice too. We'll put this here. Okay. Other stuff. That's all good. BT ammo we can just keep up here now. That'll do it. And actually, I'm just going to, for funsies, move that down. And if we do get a Scav vest, I don't even know if I want the croutons. Okay. I'm set. 90k. Easy. Yeah, right. The bullets. I've just been buying them from the flea market to change over the thingamajigs. Okay, so we have insurance fraud at our backpack, our helmet so far. Not the armor, but that's okay. And we've got, yep, bit of stuff. Unfortunately, no scav kills yet, though. Okay, we're gonna go solve that in a sec. Amelia's going up in price too. Yeah, I tossed it, didn't I? I gotta stay current with all this stuff, dude. What about toilet paper? You can find docs cases right here, by the way. It's kind of random. May as well assign this to a hotkey. You too. Bodies. Dang nabbit, man. I don't remember which side has the spawns. I'm gonna take the jump over to get to the gas station. That's the plan anyways. Make sure I move my view. Morphine. Nice. Just in case, you know? More bandages? Sure. For now, why not? It'll really make someone's day if they kill me. I'll be able to fix all their boo-boos. Horse. This is what we really want. Chain? Yeah, in there. I don't think we actually need the horse. I think I've turned in enough of them. I'm looking for a found and raid lion, though I recently discovered I don't like need. I don't need it. Keep you. Oh, SNB. Didn't even know. Trying to level up my sniper skill. It's perfect. Imagine if I got bopped right there. Oh, that would hurt. Always check your corners. The back of this car isn't open. There's an ollie key in there. I sees mans. I sees mans. Sees more mans. Why would a grenade have gone off right there? Gotta figure out what's going on here. No gunshots, 2 grenades, 1 scav callout. The painkiller's up in 1 minute. Boys? Wanna no pui. Boys. Sneaky boys. Need some grenades, bro. I hate that angle. Shaw is dead. Footstep on my right.
Граната тут!
Whoopachki. Come on in.
Вали, вали, хуесос!
You son of a bitch. It's got an Alton. Ouch. Yeah, what's up, Phantom? Did I get rid of my dummy mag? There's two of them over there. Someone just came in, grabbed all this shit. There's 7 minutes left. I knew it! Oh my god. That scared the hell out of me. Someone up here? Someone else is fighting the boys. I don't think I should stay. Unfortunately. Let's see what I got going on my other mag here. half. Okay. And I dropped the other Rashala mag. Could always check for the car. I choked with a pistol loot. Accidentally hit discard. It's alright though. We've got some good profit. I got a few scav kills. Hopefully there's no one on my right. That'd suck. If there was, he's scared of me. Just trying to peek for other scavs right there. Don't see them. Check for the fire. There's a fire. So I did have a bit more time. That cheeky bugger laying up on the hill, though. Cheeky. I knew it too. I heard like the steps, the way that the person ran. I was like, oh, this is someone sneaking in here for stuff. And then yeah, I caught him kind of out of the corner of my eye, laying on the hill. And for whatever reason, he didn't shoot right away. I'm surprised. Maybe he didn't think that I'd seen him. That's all right though. We got some decent experience. Am I gonna get level 37? Almost. Cool. All right. Successful PMC run. Got a few more of those proper kills. So we did a 500k raid earlier with the Scav, which actually was like 650k because we spawned in with a labs key card, and then like a pretty chill start to a PMC raid, which ended up me getting into a fight with another dude. And I think that the most important thing I did in that fight with the first guy, the player, so is behind one of the warehouses, and he was just sprinting across the train tracks. So the most important thing that I did there is I assumed that he had friends, and I played it like I'm like, okay, well, if he called out that I am where I am, and the other person heard the like where I am, like what would I do if I was in their position? And you know, they crept over, they slowly got in an angle for that place, and then I went over to the right. Thought I actually killed the guy with a grenade, hadn't. And then I even got surprised by a third dude, which, you know, might have been my undoing if he hadn't revealed himself. So, you know, I think big takeaway from that raid would be always assume that there's an extra person and play like there is, and, you know, be patient, right? So you don't need to rush any situation. You're in control often against a squad, as long as they don't box you into an area and make it so you can't get out. But if you have the space to move around, like I think solo players are almost at an advantage. As long as you're like a confident player and you have the gear that's equipped enough to be able to take down people, then you know, you'll be able to you'll be able to tear apart a squad. And you know, their communication's probably like, oh, screw this, blah blah blah, and you know, who knows what level they are at the time. But I found out later that they're all like kind of newer players to the game, or just on newer accounts. Either way. That's right. Tarkov is about surviving. Yeah, knowing when to just stop, right? Having the insight, or the like the kind of the wisdom to know when a situation is worth just getting out of. Like, you know, accept what you've gotten and go. You don't need to milk every last moment of the raid. That's another good point too. Nice to see you, Phantom. Thanks for stopping in towards the end. I am going to head out now, though, stream, so I'll be back again on Sunday. And like I was saying at the beginning, I am going to continue doing research for my reserve video. And I'm doing an hour a day. I'm actually like sitting down, planning it into my schedule, timing it all out. And I'm working on a doc. Oh yeah, here, real quick. One thing I said that I would have a peek at is NoFam's ammo chart. So if you don't understand this ammo chart, I'm just going to Google no food after midnight Hopefully that works. Cool. So we'll look at this dock. I know it's really bright and white. Oof. What can I do here? View. Do I not get any view modifiers? Okay. So when looking at the dock, I think this is all right. So you're going to see the ammo type. We can see the gauge on the left here. And when you look at these charts, they're initially a little overwhelming, just like everything else in Tarkov. But I'm going to show you that there's really a limited amount that you need to look at, like very, very limited. So we want to know what kind of ammo we have here, so we can, let's actually use, so just remember two things. So if you're following along and this is new to you, remember two things. So this first column is damage. The second column is pen value. Just remember those two. So these two fields right here. So we're going to scroll down to 545 and we, 545 by 39. So this is the ammo that we were using just in that raid. And I was using BT rounds, and on my Scav raid, we had PS rounds. So we remember the first column was damage, the second column is penetration. So you can see my Scav was using ammo that did 50 damage per shot and 25 penetration. And every 10 penetration will reliably pen 1 tier of armor. So 25 pen ammo will reliably pen tier 2 armor. So that's your P.A.K.A., right? Tier 3, it'll still make it through, but it's going to take a couple extra shots. And then, once you get to that, so CPP has 30 pens. So that means it's going to reliably pen tier 3 armor, and so on and so forth. So the ammo that I was using in that raid, my budget raid on my PMC was BT, which is 37 pen. So I do okay against tier 4. Anything under that, I do great. And anything above tier 4, I'm going to have trouble with. So the real thing to note that when I'm playing with BT, I got to be hitting people in the face. And if you run into an Alton, you're going to be in trouble, which I called out that I thought one of the Scav dudes had. So, you have to put several shots on an Alton in the face in order to take down a player. So that's tricky. A little bit of extra information you can pull out of this is that when you look at like damage, so you look at the number 50. If you understand that a thorax has 85 HP, you know that it takes 2 bullets to kill someone in the thorax with a bullet that does 50 damage. So you have to do minimum 85. When someone has armor, the armor's absorbing some of the damage, so the number gets a little bit fuzzy. But if someone was not armored, that's how you would understand that you're going to kill them. So a thorax has 85 HP, and the head, I believe, has 25, maybe 30. What is it? We can see here on health, 35. It's completely wrong. I just forgotten. So that's how you understand the ammo chart. So you'll find the ammo that you want to be checking, and then you want to look at the first column for damage. The more important stat is actually the pen value. And at this point in the wipe, I would say like anything under 30 pen is awful. Most people will say don't use anything less than 40 pen, but as you can see, I'm using BT. So that's my go-to budget round. And 545 isn't really a good value round for, this point in the wipe. If you're looking for a cheap round, like quote unquote cheap, because ammo in Tarkov gets expensive, I'll direct you towards the 7.62x5.1. So we can see the M80 round, which you get by unlocking the Peacekeeper, I think, level 2. So that has 41 pen. And that's meeting that bar of 40 pen that you're going to want to hit. We can see here that it does 80 damage. This round used to do, the thorax used to be 80 HP, so you'd see people one-shotting with the M80 round all over the place. It was like the go-to new player round. So this is something that, I would recommend. It's the M80 round if you're trying to go on a budget. So the 7.62x5.1, that's your Hunter Vepr, that's your M1A. There's a number of awesome guns that actually use this round. And some of them can be very budget, like the Hunter can be a very budget gun. And then, you'll see the 7.62x5.4. So if we look at LPS GZH, it's got 42 pen. That's one of the ammos that you have access to in the very beginning of the game. So you'll understand that your ammo is doing a decent job even at that starting level. And the one that most people end up using with the 7.62x5.4. So this is like your Mosin, and there's a few other guns that are pretty common. But they'll use SNB, and the reason for that is that it has 62 pen and the ammo is quite cheap and abundant. It's abundant on different maps, and because of that, it ends up being cheap on the flea market, often below cost so that it would be for the traders. So that's like a little introduction into the ammo charts. If you're looking at these and you're trying to figure out how the heck do you use them, main takeaways are that you want to look at the first 2 columns in No Food After Midnight's chart, and you're mostly looking at penetration, and it's 10 points of penetration for every 1 tier of armor. And what you can assume is that most players are using tier 4 armor at this point, and some may argue that the average player is using tier 5. So you're going to run into issues if you're using anything below, you know, 40, mid 40s in pen, unless you're hitting people in the face. If you're always hitting headshots, then use whatever ammo you want, and then it don't matter unless, you know, you're using PSD GZH against an Alton, in which case it's gonna take a whole lot of shots just to kill somebody, to hit him in the face. Thanks a lot, Phantom. I'm gonna go and I'm actually playing D&D tonight. It's the Tuesdays. Appreciate y'all. Thanks for hanging out. We'll catch you next time.